You can do all the talking that you want to do. You can do all the strategizing that you want to do. But at some point, you have to start showing better than you can tell. And that time is now. Because strategy without action is just a strategy. Strategy without tactics is just a strategy with no motives, no goals, no instruction. The time is now. The time is always now. There is never a perfect day to wake up and say, I want to improve myself. There is never a perfect day to wake up and say, I want to be great at life. If you wait for the perfect time, if you wait for the perfect moment, that moment will never come. Sometimes it's as simple as putting one foot in front of the other and writing everything down and making a plan and saying, I will start and I will execute on this date. It's that simple. Because there is a such thing as over-strategizing. There is a such thing as overthinking. There is a such thing as overanalyzing. And the more you overanalyze, the more you will get caught up in self-doubt. It's important to be very precise. It's important to do your due diligence. It's important to make sure that the data matches the goal and that the mindset matches the outcome. But if you overanalyze, you will begin to procrastinate and you will begin to talk yourself out of doing a great thing. So if you're gonna move forward, you've gotta understand the time is right now. The time is right now to move forward. The time is right now to push yourself forward, to tell yourself that you can do this. The time is right now. You always want to remind yourself when in doubt, when you feel that feeling in your stomach that tells you not to move forward, you always want to remind yourself that the time is right now. And if you think and move with that sense of urgency, you will always be ahead of the curve. Because it is very important not to get caught flat-footed. It is very important to always be prepared. Because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And if you stay ready, you can move and pivot at the drop of a dime, at a moment's notice. And you will always be dynamic in your movements, and you will always be fluid. You don't want to get caught flat-footed and become static with your preparation. So remember, the time is right now. Life is very challenging, and sometimes our self-doubt can play mind games on us. Sometimes our self-doubt can convince us that we shouldn't do this right now. We should wait until tomorrow, or we should wait until next week. But we have to talk ourselves out of that. We have to will ourselves to move forward. Sometimes we have to will ourselves into greatness. Because if you listen to all those that surround you, they too have that doubt. And maybe they didn't move forward at things that they didn't want to accomplish because they were worried and they were scared. So sometimes that will project onto you, so you have to be careful who you surround yourself with. You have to be careful who you want to be around, because you don't want any negativity to rub off on you. You don't want any self-doubt to rub off on you. So if you're gonna move forward, the time is right now. Remember that. If you are gonna move forward, it's time to make those moves right now, in this moment. Motivation only lasts about 5 minutes. It is your discipline that will carry you after the motivation subsides. Remember that. Motivation only lasts about 5 minutes. After that, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna move forward? You have 86,400 seconds in a day. You only need about 1,800 seconds a day to begin to prepare. That's 30 minutes. Can you give yourself 30 minutes of preparation every day to begin to prepare for your dreams, to prepare for the things that you want to accomplish, to prepare for the person that you want to be? If you can give yourself 1,800 seconds a day of pure preparation, uninterrupted, you'll be surprised at what the outcome is. And once you really get in a rhythm, that 1,800 seconds will bump up to 3,600 seconds, and you will be giving yourself 1 full hour of preparation. And when you start to do that and you start to get in that mind frame, it no longer feels like a chore. It no longer feels like something that you have to do, because it starts to feel like something that you get to do. And that's important. That is the key differentiator in success and failure. It's feeling like you get to do something as opposed to you have to do something. There's never going to be a perfect time. So remember, the time is right now.